Okay, so earlier I was scrolling on X and I came across this individual TikTok influencer. They referred to him, it's being posted by a lot of liberal accounts, referring to him as a MAGA influencer, Hefner1991. We're going to say allegedly on that. I couldn't find anything supporting or backing up any political position. And regardless, this story right here, we can put politics aside. Politics, I don't care what his background is, whether it's left wing, right wing. What I'm looking at allegedly here, it's a sick bird. That's what I'm seeing from the reports. Before we get into the actual report on Mr. Joshua Hefner, I went over to his TikTok because it did state that he had 500,000 followers. Well, what type of content does Mr. Hefner 1991 make, you may ask? Well, that was my first question. What type of content does he make? Does it back up that claim that I'm seeing on X? You know, is it political content? What type of content does he make with these type of allegations being made against him? And what I found on his TikTok was a lot of very cringe videos. And also that he has a category, specifically he makes teacher POV content. I don't know exactly what teacher POV content is. And from the report, he's not even a teacher. Let's get into this, man. The Madera County Sheriff's Office Investigations Division received 2 cyber tips from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, NCMEC, regarding the suspected possession of child. I can't even finish saying exactly what it says there on YouTube. During the investigation, detectives identified 34-year-old. Okay, so his bio on TikTok says, I'm 33. Actually, he's 34, but that's neither here nor there. During the investigation, detectives identified 34-year-old Joshua Lee Hefner as the suspect in the case. Hefner is employed by the Madera Unified School District and was assigned to a specific elementary school. I'm not going to say the name, as a part-time cafeteria and playground assistant at the time of the investigation. So this individual that's making teacher POVs on TikTok, he is a cafeteria playground assistant. He's literally in a position where he's monitoring children at lunch and at recess. This sick, twisted individual, allegedly, let's say allegedly, they said they found the material on his devices, but since he hasn't been convicted of this, I want to be careful what it is I say on this video, so I'm gonna put the allegedly there. But hey, the detectives, they said the tips came in, they went. Let's continue. On May 18th, detectives working with the county sheriff's office, working in coordination with the Central California Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force and also the Homeland Security Investigations, HSI, that's important. HSI is involved in this. They executed a search warrant at his residence, and during that search, they located electronic devices belonging to him that contain, okay. Detectives then contacted Hefner at the elementary school where he worked at, and he was taken into custody. Based on the preliminary forensic analysis of the seized devices, investigators have not identified any elementary students at the school he worked at as victims at this time. All of his electronic devices were seized for further examination as part of this investigation, and they encourage anyone with more information regarding this case or any other case to contact their detective, and they put the information. I took a look to see if maybe he had Instagram, X, any other social sites, and the only thing that I could find was that actual TikTok account that had over 500,000 and the cringy TikTok videos. I will say, after watching the cringy TikTok videos posted on his account, if not arrested for this, he should have definitely been arrested for those cringy TikToks. This is not a situation to make mockery of whatsoever. I want to say shout out to the individuals that made that anonymous tip. Those 2 tips that came in, whether they were from the same individual, multiple individuals, whoever made that tip that led HSI and the local sheriff's department and everyone to come together and do their thing and get this individual off an elementary school campus, they are the real MVP. Like, that is very sick and twisted that an individual that has this type of material on his personal devices allegedly was working. That part isn't alleged. I mean, he was working at the elementary school. They found him there. But I'm saying, as far as the content, they found his device. We're going to say allegedly on that part because he hasn't been convicted yet. But yes, that is very sick and twisted. And the part that really like concerns me is that this is not the only individual like this. This happened in California. There are other individuals like this all across the nation. And each time one of them get locked up, if you ask me, that is a win. There's not much more to add on this story right here. I just want to say thank you to that county sheriff department, to HSI, to the individuals that gave the tips, the 2 tips that came in on this person that got him off of a school campus. Like, you all are definitely the real MVP in this story. There's no telling the impact that your work had on protecting children. An individual like this does not need to be in that type of position whatsoever. Not only do they not need to be working day to day, Monday through Friday around children, they don't need to be around children, period. It should be an open and shut case. They received a tip. They went and searched the residence, found the electronic devices, located the material on the electronic devices. Hey, if they did everything, their police work how they should, it should be an open and shut case for Joshua Hefner, and he should not be getting out anytime soon.